What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel and check out the content. I want to speak on some recent comments that Stephen A. Smith made about Draymond Green, right? And Stephen A. Smith comments followed a Draymond Green. He had like an altercation with another player from another team, and he is at risk of being suspended, right? And so the discussion came up about Draymond Green. He's getting close to like that number, that threshold number of like if you get so many technical fouls, you get suspended. And so it's getting close to playoff time. Things have been going pretty well for the Golden State Warriors since they have acquired Jimmy Butler. And so, the question was posed to Stephen A. Smith, like, do you think that Draymond Green will hurt the Golden State Warriors in the playoffs, with some of his antics and some of those stunts and stuff that he pulled, and sometimes Draymond can get a little emotional. Draymond can lose control or something, and that might happen at an inopportune time and cost them the game or even cost them the series. Just like it did, I think it was like in 2016, I think it was when LeBron James and what was it? LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers came back and beat, they beat the Golden State Warriors because Draymond got a technical foul and was suspended for a game, right? And so they wound up losing that series. So the question is, and Stephen A. Smith said that, well, he don't think that he basically don't think that Draymond will. He said, but even by Draymond's own admission that Draymond has put his team in a tough spot from time to time. And so he said, it's something that the team and Draymond really got to be cautious about, because Draymond, like I said, he could put the team in a position where it could cost them a game, it could cost them the series. And so, my personal opinion about, like, will Draymond, hurt his team down the stretch? I think, and I'm gonna give Draymond like the benefit of the doubt, and I would say no. And one of the reasons why, for several reasons. Number one is Draymond remembered what happened the last time, when they lost that series because of him. When he kicked what was it? He kicked LeBron James, and so he had to sit out a game, and then that was a game, that turned the whole series around after that. So because of that experience, I think that Draymond Green will probably, you're going to see a different Draymond Green. Like if they make it deep into the playoffs, or even go to the championship, I don't think Draymond Green is going to cost his team, like that, because of that experience. And then number two, I think Draymond is older and wiser now. I think that, he knows how to push it to the limit without going over, and getting his team in trouble. I know, like I said, he recently got into some trouble or got a technical foul and stuff against another guy. But I think this is just a different time in his career. I think Draymond Green he wants another championship bad, and this right here, this fifth championship, he understands like how important, like if they get close. And Draymond it came out and said that he think that this team right here, as they are currently constructed with Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry, the coaching staff and the supporting cast, he thinks that this team has enough to go all the way. And I don't think that Draymond Green wants to be the reason why the Golden State Warriors don't make it. He don't want to go down in history as, the guy who blew it for them. I think Draymond has a lot of respect for Steph Curry, and then, I think that Draymond Green is intelligent enough to know that Steph Curry's, like a decision like that or a move like that from Draymond Green would have a negative effect on Steph Curry's his legacy. Like if Steph Curry has an opportunity to win a ring, and then Draymond Green do something stupid, and cost him the game, you don't want to be that dude and go down in history as somebody who cost a great player like Steph Curry to to miss out on an opportunity to win a ring. Not just for Draymond himself, but for Steph Curry and Steph Curry's legacy. You know, Draymond Green knows that if it wasn't for Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and those guys, Draymond Green would not have had the career that he's had, you know. And that's not to say that Draymond Green is not a great ball player, you know. That's not to say that what Draymond Green brings to the table, you know, the Golden State Warriors don't need that, or what his services are easily replaceable. That's not to say that at all. At all. I think Draymond and all of those guys, man, like the chemistry the Golden State Warriors have had over the years, I think it just clicked. Everything, all the right pieces came together at the right time. So, and I think Draymond Green just understands that. I don't think that Draymond Green would like put that at risk. The Golden State Warriors have a chance to make history with chasing this fifth ring. And they could almost consider themselves, like in a conversation of like as being a dynasty. And so a technical foul, or if Draymond Green gets into a fight, you know, I don't see that happening. I like it, there's so much riding on the line um right now for the Golden State Warriors. I mean, a lot of good things that can happen. Like I said, another championship for the Golden State Warriors, man, would really be big. And I think that Draymond Green is just he's too intelligent right now, too mature to to put all of that at risk. It's just a whole lot on the line. Then on top of that, you have a guy who's coming over to your team, Jimmy Butler, who desperately wants a ring. Jimmy Butler has, he played in the championship when he was with the Miami Heat when they were in the bubble, and they lost to LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers, right? And I'm sure that Jimmy Butler wants a ring too. He wants an opportunity, he wants another crack at getting himself a ring. And it's just so many. I don't think Draymond Green, basically what it boiled down to, that Draymond Green will have to be so selfish, so irresponsible, to not consider like how his actions would affect the rest of the team. He's made some mistakes in the past that has, cost the team. I think, like I said, 2016, he cost them that series. I think the reason why Jordan Poole is not in Golden State, I think that's partly Draymond's fault. I think Jordan Poole also was somebody who fit. He fit in he fit Golden State for what they did. And I think, you know, and he realizes that, he probably regret that. Then you had the situation with Kevin Durant. So this one time that Draymond Green cannot afford to cost his team a championship or a playoff run, because he won't get, after this, Draymond will not get another bite at the apple. He just won't get it. I mean, he's just too deep, too far into his career. I think the window is closing for the Golden State Warriors. So if they don't get it this time, you know, like it won't be. They basically after this, in my opinion, Steph Curry is, you know, close to retiring. I don't know how much more time Jimmy Butler has, but you know, he won't be the same player. So, you know, I just don't see Draymond Green just messing this up with a technical foul or getting suspended. You know, even you know, even if like they say he going, if you need 16 technical fouls to get suspended, right? And I think even if he has one, I will put money on it. I will put money on it that he won't get no technical fouls throughout these playoffs, and if they get into the you know, to the big game, to the championship series, I don't think that Draymond will mess it up. You know, I think this run right here is just that important to Draymond that he'll be able to control himself. And so for that reason, I have to disagree with Stephen A. Smith. I don't think he's gonna cost him the series. I don't even think he will be in danger of costing them the series, but we'll see. We will see. And so that's my take on it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to leave a comment. And with that being said, I'll check you all out in the next video.